The price of Bitcoin is still looking incredibly bullish when we zoom out on the higher time frames. The question is, can we solidly break out from this resistance zone? We just hit $68,500 early this morning, but the price action looks very choppy and there's no volume coming in. So will we get that pullback from this zone? You can see that we are currently above the point of control, but it's creating a lot of choppiness and no big major volume is coming in at this level. So we are going to talk about the most important levels of resistance and support that we do have, even though if the price continues breaking through from here or it gets that major pullback. Now, I'm in a swing short position here with very low leverage, but I'm also speculating on long positions because we are at support. So I'm looking for day trade long positions as we are in a local uptrend, but I'm realizing on higher time frame that with just a small amount of capital, we want to try and attempt to see if this is going to be the topping range for a major pullback of several $1,000s. In this episode, we'll be going through the most important details. Don't worry about that. We're also talking about major news that is going on, guys. So make sure to stay tuned till the very end. Also, my favorite exchange, Bybit, is the #1 for me. I also use 𝗕𝗫𝗂𝗿 because it's low fees. But if you cannot use any of them because of KYC, you can use Bluffing, guys. Bluffing is a great exchange and it's no KYC. Just with an email and a password, you can start trading in minutes. Total transparency with Bluffing. They have proof of reserves, so they're extremely legit, guys. The best bonus is down below in the description when you sign up with that link. Let's dive in right away here, guys, because my goodness, you might think, this guy's bananas. He's looking to short, looking to long. As a trader, guys, we need to realize what is best for you. On higher time frames, I'm saying, okay, I'm really interested in looking for short positions at this range. When we go to the daily time frame, we can clearly see we do have some resistance points, such as a daily level, right? This daily level currently is getting a little bit of a reaction. We already dropped over $1,000 today once we hit that daily level. So it slightly got above the daily level, about $100 to $200, and then got a beautiful rejection. This happened at 2 a.m. Dubai time. And we got the really nice rejection, and it's currently bouncing at the point of control of the entire range. So you can see how technically the price action is moving. Rejection from the daily, getting a small little bounce of a few $100s from that point of control. Now, the question is this just going to consolidate from this point? And are we going to get a major rally to the upside to hit much stronger resistance levels where I'm looking for the next short? That is if I do not get stopped out from this swing short position. This is a small position, guys, because I am speculating on a potential pullback to get beneath $63,000 and $62,000, where I would be speculating in a long position. So let's dive in here on the higher time frame. Let's not waste any more of your time and my time, and let's go straight here into the meat and potatoes, where we are looking at here, where is the strongest resistance level? What if the price does continue to the upside? What the heck am I going to do? Well, I want to be very cautious to realize where is the next biggest level of resistance. We do have a really disturbing higher low resistance trend line. I mean, when you take a look at the 4-hourly time frame, you do have the wicks here, and when you connect them, okay, if we were to jump up in the next coming 1 to 2 days, that is $69,500 approximately, okay? When you go to the daily time frame, though, you have a slight differ right there with the wicks. As you can see, you're already hitting that resistance level, which is with the daily. So, hey, I'm already speculating into some shorts at this range, managing risk very well, okay? My stop loss is so insignificant because the potential projection of this corrective move, then yeah, I'll be looking for a 5, 6, 7 to 1 risk to reward, which is already some pretty decent profits if I were to get stopped out. But on the lower time frames, without a doubt, we want to look for some longs. Now, first of all, higher time frame. Why is this zone, resistance? We're hitting the daily level. We do have a high resistance trend line on the 4-hourly. We're not quite hitting it right now, but then we're going to get more levels on the chart, okay? previous day, previous week, previous month levels, naked point of control. We got the range value area high and value area low. Of course, a value area high, we have it here, as you can see, at $70,100. And now the question is, we got that descending parallel channel, which we are currently hitting right now. This is also why we are getting a bit of resistance right now. Look at this. We have been hitting now to perfection just early this morning. This is a channel that we mentioned just a few days ago. We got the lower high resistance that did not manage to break out here. We got fake outs. We got the support getting bounces every single time. And guess what? Yes, you guessed right. We got a rejection here just early this morning, a few hours ago, in confluence with that daily level. This is an acceptable short position here at 68,250. As you get above the level, above the daily, as you reject from it, bang, sniper short, you're already in some profits. This could be an epic swing short position, guys. You know, this could be the rejection point. You might think we're getting above the point of control, but the volume is extremely low at this level, and it's just getting that last momentum of choppiness before getting a major pullback. This is acceptable for swing shorts. If we get the highs here from June, from the major downtrend going to the low, this is where we have the 7/8 Fibonacci, also one of the most respected Fibonacci levels that is in confluence with that daily level here from the second week of June. And also we do have that lower high resistance from this descending channel, guys. Okay, so this is really a topping point after the major uptrend that we've had the last few weeks. What if we break up, Andy? What if we do go to higher levels? What is the next level that you're looking to get a rejection of over $1,000, just like we did right over here early this morning, right? We hit 68,500 and now coming all the way down to 67K. Which is the next level where I would predict that we are going to get that rejection? Well, we're going to get the naked point of control levels. We do have a weekly naked point of control at $69,400. And I'm going to talk about why is there so much confluence at this range when we get a fixed volume profile and analyze this range over here that we had the second week of June. There's a massive high volume node. You can even see it on the fixed volume profile between March and July. This is a big level, guys. Without a doubt, you could have an attempt in breaking out that level, $69,400. So you could go up a few $100, 69.5, 69.6. But the rejection of this level, just like we did on the daily, is the moment that you want to trigger that possible short position. Get above that weekly naked point of control. You're getting the resistance from higher highs, as you can see here with this trend line. You got the value area high of the entire range between March and July. You could have a, move to hit 70K and then get the rejection. Most importantly, I am more interested in the 0.88 Fibonacci retracement from the highs of June to the lows of June. This major downtrend that we've had. So this peak high to the peak low, we want to add as much confluence as we can, guys, because that is obviously the zone that we are interested in. So weekly naked point of control, and then the 0.88. 0.88 is all the way up at $69,800. Will we manage to get that push up of a $400, okay, and then get the pullback? This zone, guys, is incredible. Without a doubt, I would be speculating in a short position, swing short position, looking for a pullback of well over $1,000 once that level is hit. Remember, you need to hit the level and you need to reject. As you reject is when you want to get into the short. You're not shorting a big major pump, just like here, like we mentioned yesterday. That daily level was very much mentioned on yesterday's video update to look for that possible push to the upside and reject from that point, as you can see here on yesterday's update. Hit the daily, reject from the daily, you can get into the short position. What happened? Well, we hit the daily, we rejected from the daily. You could get into that quick short position as you're rejecting from that daily level, which is in confluence with the 7/8 Fibonacci from the high of the low, okay? Very technical, guys. I need to go fast here because there's so many levels that I'm talking about. If not, the update is going to be over 30 minutes, and I don't want it to be over 30 minutes, of course. Don't want to bore you. So that is basically it, guys. The 0.88 Fibonacci, the weekly naked point of control, higher resistance here that we do have, there is a lot going on here at the $69,500 range. Stay cautious. I would be paying attention for the rejection, either for the weekly level, weekly naked point of control, or the 0.88 Fibonacci. Hit the level, and most importantly, reject from the level, just like we did with the daily in the last few hours. Hit the level, and when you reject is when you want to snipe a short. Stop loss at the high. You're looking for that pullback of potentially a couple of $1,000, right? Or even more if we do start, rejecting very aggressively in the next coming days, which I think is highly unlikely. And the main reason why is because of the reaccumulation schematic. We could be already entering into the last point of support, which is basically getting above that point of control. Maybe we're going to consolidate here and then shoot to the upside, all right? The possibility of this reaccumulation schematic is that we are already seeing the last point of support, which is above the point of control. We are above the creek phase. Now, I'm going to say, there's two scenarios, guys. They're both bullish in the next, coming days. One is that we shoot up here in the next coming days. One is that we get a pullback first of all, and then we continue to the upside and hit all-time highs potentially in 1-2 weeks, right? So overall, it is looking very bullish for the price of Bitcoin. Now, if we reject from this point, we didn't manage to get above the daily. We're not breaking out successfully from this point of control. This is a very poor breakout. Now, of course, we're going to take a look at some levels, and we're going to talk about some scenarios as well. Take a look at Elliot wave theory. There's multiple different scenarios. We reject from here, okay, that you can count this as a contracting diagonal wave 1. You got wave 2 right there, wave 3, wave 4, wave 5. We are going to start right now in the next coming days a pretty decent ABC corrective move, right? That is definitely possible. There is also the scenario that we have created 1, 2 right over here, all right? And we are going to be creating, all right, we have created here the third wave, right, in 5 waves up. So technically, looking at this scenario, we are still inside of the third wave, and we are going to be creating the fourth wave, all right? That usually gets here to round about the 382 and 50% Fibonacci retracement, okay? Just a very shallow pullback, all right? This would be the higher time frame, possible wave 2, and this would be the wave 4 formation, because technically we should be creating another wave here to the upside in the next coming days, all right? Let me just put that yellow here to see, hey, potentially we're on the third wave. We're going to form the fourth wave right now. The question is, if we are forming the fourth wave, where are we going to? Which is the strongest level of resistance, which is the support, sorry. That is, the level is going from the wave here, the lower point of the wave 3, all right, to the top of the wave 5, right, completing that wave 3. We are obviously looking for the 382 and the 50% Fibonacci, most commonly known for that fourth wave. So here is the level of support that I would be interested in a swing long position. Yes, correct. That is beneath the 382 Fibonacci retracement. Now the question is, where do we have the strongest levels of support? Naked point of control? No. Previous monthly levels? We do have the previous month close, which is at $62,700. That is in confluence, guys, with the 382 Fibonacci, which is slightly beneath the lows created the last few days. $62,500. Bring it on. That is a zone that I'm looking for a long position, either for a scalp long first of all, or consolidate, form a double bottom, and then we are off to the races. We could slightly dip beneath the 382, get a bit of volatility, and even go to lower levels. But that is the zone that I would be overall interested on a higher time frame. And this is for the next coming days. That is if we do get a pullback, okay? That is the most important level. We got a swing failure pattern zone, right? You got some higher lows that could get support right over here. And that is, you just need to get a magnet and get those pivot lows. This is the zone. This is the 382 Fibonacci. If you're speculating in a wave 4 formation and you haven't completed yet, all right, this structure, if you get that move down, all right, to the 382 Fibonacci, sweeping up the lows, the higher lows from the last few days, epic long position. You do have the previous monthly close Also to add as Confluence exactly at that level of $62,500. This is a zone where it's going to bounce, guys. Potentially a few $100s or even a few $1,000s. That is the level of interest, guys. Those are the levels, the scenarios. Hopefully you have enjoyed. Let's go to the news right away. We do have Elon Musk putting laser eyes on his Twitter profile. This is something anybody that hasn't been in crypto since early 2021. This is something that happened in Q1 of 2021. A lot of people, okay, having laser eyes on your profile, meaning that, you know, you're really bullish on Bitcoin, you're a pro Bitcoiner, and basically, you know, have that massive wave of people joining into crypto. Obviously, that was very close to the peak of the bull run. So it's really something that we want to be cautious about, right? If you start seeing friends of yours going with laser eyes on Twitter, you want to take it into consideration. That is actually quite bearish, right? Looking at the psychology point of view. But anyway, I think obviously when we started with laser eyes, we did get a few more months of major upside. So this is probably starting that major hype phase in crypto for the next coming months, where you're going to start seeing a wave of retail starting to jump in again, okay, in the next coming months. Something that is, you know, pretty curious. He only just changed his profile here in the last 24 hours. We do have Joe Biden officially drops out of 2024 presidential race. You probably know about that, obviously, right now. Giving high probability that Trump could win, obviously. And yeah, we know Trump, you know, absolutely pro Bitcoiner, which is very, very bullish for the industry. Donald Trump is considering BlackRock CEO Larry Fink as Treasury Secretary, New York Post reports. Obviously very bullish. BlackRock holding significant amounts of Bitcoin because of the ETF. Absolutely very bullish for Bitcoin and the industry. US Bitcoin ETF purchases 41,158,000 Bitcoin so far this month in July. It's been the most bullish inflow month since March. As you can see, March was 65k, then we had a red month in April, not too much in May and June, and now it is picking up again. So very bullish. Looking at the inflows in July, points out that this reaccumulation schematic, it's inevitable, right? Inevitable that we should be hitting all-time highs in the next 1 to 2 weeks maximum. What we also see, Japanese public company Metaplanet buy another 200 million worth of Bitcoin. So accumulation, adoption is continuing, guys. It is inevitable that we should be hitting all-time high very, very soon. Thank you very much for joining, and I will see you in the next one.